Matt, you've had time to digest Saturday's game. Is it one where you've looked back at the whole game and seen a couple of things different, or did it pan out pretty much what you thought it would?
Yeah, quite often the game is different when you watch it back, but Saturday was fairly similar to how I sort of spoke after the game. I watched it Sunday morning, and I thought we were very secure in possession of the ball. I really enjoyed the way we passed it out from the back. We were able to build through the thirds a little bit more because we had the extra sort of midfielder with MJ. So I was actually really pleased with a lot of the things we did. Obviously, coming away losing and not creating as many clear-cut chances as we wanted is one thing that we want to improve on. But there's a lot of aspects of the game that I was actually quite pleased with.
You mentioned about emotions before. Was it a case of, yes, of course, all the lads are disappointed that they lost, but have you got to kind of give them a reality check that, you know, they've won 4 out of 6 now instead of 4 out of 5, so to continue that positive trend?
Yeah, I think so. I think with any of the results we've had since I've been here, we've tried to really be analytical about how we've gone about our post-match stuff. One of the things I've not enjoyed about football over the years when I've been involved is when you win, you're amazing, and when you lose, you're terrible. I think that there's a little bit more process to it than that. Of course, we're here to win and we want to concentrate on that, but at the same time, there's a method of how you get there. So we've presented to the boys this morning about some of the good bits that we thought we did. We've spoken about some of the bits we want to improve on. You know, showing them some stats that were obviously in our favour because of the way we dominate the ball. So, as with any game, it's through unemotional eyes, and when we try and take the positives, but work on the bits that we want to improve on.
And as part of that presentation, are you yet into what Salford do, or was that just about what we did?
No, it was actually plenty about Salford. We can't, we can't look at the past too much. Eyes have to be firmly forward. So it was a lot about Salford, about what the strengths of their team are. We know what strengths they bring, and we know what weaknesses they have as well. A team that we really respect the way they go about their business and the way they pass the ball and the way they build. I think they do a really good job, and I think that they've got some really good players we've got to be aware of. So everything we do, even post-match, is linked to the next game we've got, and we try and make it all inclusive like that, and that's how we've done it this morning. We've been and trained in the Dome again, so we're all prepared and ready to go.
And relatively speaking, Salford feel they've had a good first half of the season, so they've not kind of changed their squad too much so far in January. Does that make it easier to analyse, or with the tools that everyone's got now, do you know any new players coming, you know all about them already?
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the things that we've had is obviously new players coming in the building that we're really pleased about, but we've got to try and bed them in as much as we can during the season. Doesn't give you as much time to work as what you would have pre-season, so we're trying to implement the new players and bed them into the team as much as we possibly can, and we're really pleased with the qualities they bring. We're really pleased with the personalities that they've brought. Obviously Salford, having the first half of the season that they've had sort of less changeover, but I would suggest there's a couple of changes to their team that would have been from when we had the original game planned in December. But you know it's like these days, there's analysts everywhere, there's videos everywhere, and you can try and keep up to date as much as you possibly can.